Hello traders, this is MsPutOptions and my website is www.MsPutOptions.com, where I teach you how to collect premiums on stocks you don't even own. That's right, collect premiums on stocks that you don't even own by selling put options. However, today we're going to be talking about how to set up the simple day moving averages on your chart. So right now we're going to go to ThinkorSwim Platform, but before we go to the platform, I want to reiterate that my website is best displayed on Internet Explorer and not Google Chrome. So if you're attempting to access my website, please go through Internet Explorer and not Google Chrome. If you want to email me, you can email me at MsPutOptions@gmail.com. Again, my email is MsPutOptions@gmail.com. So let's go to the ThinkorSwim platform. And as you can see, we have the platform here. As you can look in this area, this is my paper trading account. And we don't really want to focus on this area here. So we want to collapse this gadgets area. As you can see, it says hide gadget. We hide the gadget here. And as you can see, we're roughly looking about 2 years worth of chart. If you want to change this area, all you have to do is go into the styles area here, go to the daily, and then you can click year, month, whatever you want to look at, and then you scroll to these different areas and you can change it. But I like the 2 year view, and I like looking at the monthly. And so this gives me about 2 years worth of charts here, if you can see at the bottom. So we're going to go up to edit studies. Now, when you go up to edit studies, you can go to quick studies if you want, but all this toggling back and forth is very tedious and your hand has to be a little bit on the sturdy side. I like to go to edit studies. So when I go to edit studies, as a matter of fact, I already have a study here, and I'm glad I do have that here, because in order to delete a study, all you have to do is go ahead and put an X there, and that study is gone. You can click apply and OK, and that study will be gone. So as you can see, we're going to go back to the studies area again. We're going to go to the edit studies. And as you can see here on the side, there's a list of studies you can add. You can even double click here and it'll give you a description. But we're going to go to the simple day moving average. And let's scroll all the way down here. We're going to add several of them. And there you see the simple day, the moving average. We click add studies. And it's going to default to close 9 and 0. So in order to change that, you go to this wheel area here. You click on the wheel area, and the first one we're going to add is the 8-day moving average. So you can toggle up and down to change that. We're going to keep the display as it is. The numerical is fine. The draw as is fine. The style is fine. The length, we're going to keep it like that. However, the color, we're going to change that to blue. So we'll change that to blue, and we click OK. So, and then we're going to add another one. So we go back to the simple moving average, and we click add study. As you can see, it's going to pop up. It's going to default, like I said, to close 9 and 0. You go to this little wheel area here. This time we're going to add the close is fine. We're going to add the 200-day moving average. I'm sorry, the 20-day moving average. So we'll toggle all the way up to 20. Leave the display at 0. Numerical is fine. Draw as is fine. Style is fine. The length, we're going to keep the length as that. However, we're going to change the color to red. So we change the color to red on that one. We click OK. Alright, that one was done. Now we're going to still add another simple day moving average. We're going to have a total of 4 simple day moving averages when we get finished. We click add again. And again, you see where it defaulted to. We click this little wheel area here. Close is fine. However, we're gonna make this the 50-day moving average. Instead of doing all that toggling, we highlight the 9 and we type in 50. The display is fine, numerical is fine, the draw as is fine, the style is fine. However, the length on this particular one, let's change that to 2. And then the color. The color, let's change that to, let's say yellow. We'll change that to yellow. Okay, and then we click OK on that one. So we're going to add one more. Like I said, we're going to have 4, and we already have 3 here. So we're going to add one more. So we add the study again. As you can see, it popped up to the default. We click on this little wheel area here. The close is fine, but this time we're going to use the 200-day moving average, and we highlight the 9. Click 200 day, we type it in. Display is fine, numerical is fine, the draw as is fine, the style is fine. However, the length, we're going to change that length to 2. And then the color, let's change the color to, let's keep it at green. Is it green right now? Because the other ones were blue, red, and yellow. So let's keep this at green. We click OK. And then we want to add a name to it. So we save as, and we're going to say simple day moving averages. Okay, we click OK. Okay, we click OK again, and bam, there you go. We have all our moving day averages here, and we know as beginner traders, if our stock is below the 50-day moving average, which in this case is the yellow area here, we know as if you've taken my course what that means. So right now, this particular stock is looking very good. This is Google. Now, let's just say hypothetically you log on and you have named several different studies. So what you do is, and you're not sure what study you want to go to, you click on studies here, and you can click on load studies, and as you can see, we only have one study added. And so you can go ahead, if there were several studies listed here, you can go ahead and click on simple day moving average, and boom, your simple day moving average will appear as such. And that's how you add the simple day moving averages. So we know as beginner traders that the moving day averages, what they basically do is they record the average closing prices for the past number of days that you assign them to. So in this situation, we had let's go back to the edit studies. We go to studies and edit studies. So if you're looking at the 8, the 20, the 50, or the 200-day moving averages, what you do is, let's pick the shortest distance. We go back 8 days for the 8 simple day moving averages. And those closing days for those last 8 days, you would divide it by 8. And this would give you your moving day average. So the 50-day moving average, I just want you guys to know and be aware of that the 50-day moving average, the simple 50-day moving average, basically gives you some support or resistance. So it basically tells you if that stock is on support or if that stock is on resistance. So that's what the 50-day moving average is, and that's why it's so important to know about your 50-day moving average and exactly where your stock is in conjunction to that moving day averages. So later on, we will be talking about how to set up other parameters, but right now, this is MsPutOptions. My website is www.MsPutOptions.com, where I show you how to collect premiums on stocks you don't even own through selling put options. Okay, so you will be able to collect premiums on stocks you don't own by selling Put options. Remember, it's best to access my website through Internet Explorer because it does not work very well through Google Chrome. My email address, once again, is MsPutOptions@gmail.com if you have any questions. Thank you so much.